Guys, hi. Okay, so finally I'm reading this series. Oh yes, so this is a reading vlog, my first reading vlog on this channel. So ooh, I match it. Okay, no, I don't really know anything about this series because I have stayed away from spoilers because I knew eventually I was going to read this series. The only thing that I know is that you all don't like Tamlin. I don't know why, but he seems like a pretty hated character. Why do you all hate him? I guess I'll find out. But yeah, you all don't like him. Yeah, Feyre. Oh my god, I hope I'm pronouncing her name right. Feyre Rhysand and Tamlin, aren't they in a love triangle? I think they are. But she doesn't end up with Tamlin. She ends up with Rhysand, right? Right? Yes, I think so. That's basically all I know about this series. I bought the audiobooks. What kind did I buy? The dramatized adaptation. Oh, a movie in your mind. Graphic audio. Okay. Very dramatic start, the audiobook. Oh, there's music. I had to change the locations real quick. Chapter 1, I finished. I think I'm invested. Also, like, the audiobook also really adds to the experience. It enhances it. I like the moment the wolf came in to the scene, like, that's when it got good because the music was getting dramatic. Like, hold on, let me see if I can show you. This is so stupid. Let me show you what I was picturing when the wolf came. First of all, something I'm already wondering, is the wolf Tamlin? Is this because I learned so far Feyre is a huntress, which actually I think I already kind of knew that because I did read this a while ago. I'm not gonna read it again, but oh wait. Oh, Feyre's the same age as me. Is this the wolf? It looks like the wolf. Okay, so you can laugh if you want, but this is my reenaction or interpretation of the wolf about to pounce the deer. Like, you know, like when predators stalk their prey. This is my interpretation of it. Okay, yeah. Yes, I was reenacting that for you guys. You're welcome. Okay, so I finished I'm on chapter 5 now. Oh no, I'm not. I'm still stuck on chapter 2, but Paulton finished. He's on chapter 5 now. And yeah, I mean, I'm still stuck on chapter 2, so you know, because I'm slow and all. What is slower than a slug or like a snail, you know? Because like, also, are all snails, like, do they all go at the same pace? And slugs, are they like all equally slow? I don't know. Tortoises are slow. What's slower than a tortoise? Anyway, that's what I am, because I'm that slow. Feyre, that's that. I've been saying Freya. It's Feyre, so some of you are probably annoyed. Oh well. Feyre. So far, I like her. She's pretty badass. Although I do wonder, out of this series, who's gonna end up being like my all-time favorite. Feyre's sisters, Elaine and Nesta. I recognize Nesta. She has a book, doesn't she? Yeah, she has a book. And does Elaine too? Are all the books about the 3 sisters? So anyway, yeah, so far I gotta say, I realized that Nesta and Elaine, if I know Nesta has a book, I don't know about Elaine, but I do realize that I probably will like them later in the future when I read their books. But I gotta say right now, 40 pages in, I believe, Paulton's 40 pages in, I gotta say, I'm not crazy about the sisters. Paulton's not crazy about the sisters. They're bitches. Like, I don't care about them. They're terrible. maybe my opinion will change. I assume that it will change actually, but right now I don't give a fuck about them. They're bitches. So yeah, and the father, what? Like, he's weak. Oh, I think I met Tamlin. Tamlin. I met Tamlin now because, you know, he just, yeah, the end of, yeah, chapter 4 was, you know, yeah, him and Feyre meeting, and he took Feyre at the end of chapter 4. So yeah, and her dad's like, you were always too good for this life. If you find a way to escape, don't come back. So yeah, that was interesting. Oh, also, like, why I don't particularly care for her sisters right now. Like, Feyre is out there doing all the hunting and all the work, and their lazy asses can't even bother to help, like, skin the deer or whatever, or help her hunt, and then they go off and spend all this money. Like, are you kidding me? Like, it's the next day, so I'm gonna give you a little update. I am now on chapter 15, so yeah. Oh, I'm still stuck on chapter 2. Like, I just barely made it. Actually, I'm on chapter 3 of, so page 1 of chapter 3. I just barely made it. But Paulton, he's a champion. He is, you know, on chapter 15. He's making it. So he's telling me all these things. Tamlin, he's the Spring Court. Well, he's not the Spring Court, but he lives in the Spring Court. He's one of the High Fays, right? That's what High Fays. There's the bog that, you know, almost killed Feyre. And was Lucian with her? Was that also? Yes, when they were hunting or whatever. And only Tamlin can kill the bog, but that's because he's a High Fae. So I don't know, I guess he's a baddie. I don't know. I say that now, even though, like, I know a lot of you hate him, but I guess I'll just wait and see. So maybe I will hate him in the future, but right now I'm just kind of like, okay. Feyre trapped cereal. I know that's not how you say it. A cereal? No, okay, no, seriously. How do you pronounce it? Because I know I'm probably gonna make you guys mad because I'm like purposely pronouncing it wrong. A cereal? I don't know. A suri? I don't know. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry because I'm pronouncing it wrong on purpose, but at the same time I'm not. So yeah, she accidentally trapped the cereal, and you know, they were conversing, and then they both got attacked at the end by what? The Naga? I don't know. Oh, interesting. Oh, Feyre doesn't know how to write, so she's teaching herself how to write. Noble goal, because she wants to write back to her family. Tamlin offered, she said no. That is so rude. I don't know if you heard that. That was the coffee pot that just went off. So yeah, don't really have much updates. So yeah, there was something that I read that reminded me of The Lion King. When Feyre was running from, who was she running from? I forgot. She was running from something. But anyway, the line was run, run, and never look back. Like, hello? Simba? Scar? Lion King? It seems that Tamlin and Feyre are finally starting to, like, bond, I guess. They're getting a little bit closer. It seems that romance is in the air or whatever. I remember there was this scene that, I don't remember what Feyre was doing. Maybe she was hunting. I don't remember what she was doing. But she was outside, and Tamlin did a surprise, like, you know, like to scare her or whatever, but she didn't go for it. You know, do you know that scene that I'm talking about? So there was that was, I guess, kind of cute. You know, that was a moment. Not cute if you don't like Tamlin. I don't know how I feel about Tamlin because I know all of you don't like him, and so I'm just waiting for the event to happen to where I have a good reason to not like him. Because let me say, if you guys just don't like him because you love Ray Sand or whatever, so that's why you hate Tamlin, then like that's not a good enough reason for me, even if I end up loving Ray Sand, which going back to him later. Oh, and then the Blue Fairy, who is this woman, you know, who like put the curse on the Spring Court so they're all wearing masks, and this same woman, I'm assuming, is the one who took the blue fairy's wings. That was so sad. He just kept saying, she took my wings, she took my wings. And Feyre had compassion for him and said, you'll get your wings back. Of course, he died. But then, I don't remember, but this might have been the moment when Feyre and Tamlin really did bond, because Feyre really did express like genuine remorse for killing Andreas. And so I think that was kind of like a shift in their relationship. And then of course also Tamlin got her all the supplies that she would need so she can paint. So yeah, anyway, for some reason Tamlin is saying that she's not allowed to go to that spring court event. I don't know, you know, that thing. And of course she sneaks in, and then she starts getting harassed by these other fairies, I think. And that's when she meets Rhysand. Okay, I don't know that for a fact, but I'm like, Rhysand? Is that you? Like, hello? Did I finally just meet him at the end of chapter 19? Wait, no, at the end of chapter 20? Like, you cannot tell me that this is not Rhysand. Imagine I'm actually wrong about this, but like, this is him, is it not? And immediately how like Feyre's like, he's the most beautiful man that I've ever met. Like, damn, like it has to be him. But also it's like, damn, just like when her and Tamlin were like, you know, like it seemed like there was something there. Immediately she meets Rhysand after that, and she's like, he's the most beautiful man I ever met. Damn. So that's kind of funny. Also, but like, tell me why this is just so interesting. Like, I can tell this man already has aura, which I already kind of knew that because you guys love him, and I think I'm gonna love him too because I feel more hooked now. But like, why she's like, okay, so she's asking him, right, where you're from, like which court, and he's like, no, I'm not part of the noble spring court and glad of it. He gestured his face where a mask should be. I should walk away, should have shut my mouth. Why are you here then? Okay then, blah blah blah. Okay, because all monsters have been let out of their cages tonight, no matter what court they belong to. So I'm here roam wherever I wish to until dawn. Like what? Hello, sir? Like what? I'm intrigued, and Feyre is too. So yeah, I mean, Okay, guys. So many things on my mind. So earlier I said when Rhysand, and it is Rhysand, no shit, because that was obvious. But I was like, I'm finally getting invested. Holy shit, I am finally invested. Like, I've gotten to the point to where I'm like, I can't put this book down. Like, I want to read chapter after chapter. So Rhysand's presence is just like his aura. Listen, okay. First of all, I want to make this very clear. I hope as I continue to read these books that Tamlin is fucking awful, because right now I don't dislike him. I don't love him. I don't like him. I'm just unsure about him because I know you all hate him, and so I'm very wary about him because right now where I'm at, I have no reason to hate him. So I'm just wary. I'm cautious. So I really do hope I have like a really good reason to hate him. Because, again, like I said, I think I said this earlier, like, if you all just hate him because you ship Feyre with Rhysand over Tamlin, then that's not a good enough reason for me. Like, even if I ship Rhysand with Feyre over Tamlin, that's not a good enough reason for me to hate Tamlin. So, because, like, I gotta be honest, I will feel bad for him. If he turns out to not be an awful fairy, I will feel bad for him. Don't hate me for that. So many things. First of all, the Fire Knight, I believe, or whatever, the Fire Knight, you know, what I was last talking about, Tamlin and Feyre, the sexual tension, I gotta say, was interesting to read. I enjoyed it, okay? He bit her neck. The tension, okay? It's 3 a.m. I was supposed to go to sleep a while ago, but I'm still reading. Like, I'm not tired. It's Christmas Eve. I got a lot of stuff to do later today. Of course, I start to get into this book when I got a lot of shit to do. Why does that happen? Also, the scene where they were outside in the forest, Tamlin and Feyre, and I believe it was the willow tree or whatever, and Tamlin kissed her eyelids, and then that gave her the ability to see the magic, to see him truly in his true form. And to also like hear like the tree singing. Listen, that scene was cute. I'm not gonna lie. I'm aware it's entirely possible that I could end up hating this man later, but right now I gotta say that these scenes are cute, okay? And then like when they kiss later, you know, like I don't remember like all the magic around or whatever. It's like, I don't know. That was cute. Like even when they kissed for the first time on the lips, the magic, the magic, they were dancing. Love was in the air, okay? Like it keeps giving me, I'm sorry, but it keeps giving me vibes of The Lion King with Nala and Simba. Can you feel the love tonight? I'm sorry. I'm invested now, okay? And we can thank Rhysand for that. He got me invested. Okay, first of all, I have so much to say. So much. Like, what the fuck? I only have 2 more chapters left. You guys, what was chapter 44? What a day. Like, what a way to end my day. It is Christmas night. It's over. Christmas is over. And I decided to finish ACOTAR, you know. But like, what is happening? I have so much. What? You guys, the curse was broken. Amarantha's dead. What's like, Feyre's dead? Like, obviously, like I know, like, she lives or whatever, because, like, hello, there's my books. But, like, what? You guys, I keep saying that, but, like, what? And I don't know why, but I'm kind of getting emotional, and I don't know why, because I know Feyre lives, but the ending of this book is making me emotional. I don't know, it's too much to process. There's just too much going on right now. All the plot twists that have been happening in this, like, at the end, like, of this book, is just making me emotional. Cause, like, what the fuck? Okay, literally all I had to do was read the next paragraph of chapter 46. And what does it say? I gasped, air flooding my throat. I mean... Okay, anyway. What? Wait, Alexa, what? Pause. What? Okay, I said Alexa because I'm listening to the audiobook. Feyre became a high fae? What? Wait, is that what that was with all the other high faes from the courts? Like, was that what they were doing? Like, giving her like a, I don't know, like, not the gift of life, but I don't know, like, when they were all gathering around when Tamlin was holding her. Was that what they were? What? She became a high fae. High fae of what? Oh my god. The plot is plotting. Okay. You guys, I finished it. I finished the book. I have so many things to say. I'm not going to do it right now because I just need to compose myself. I don't know why I'm so emotional. I don't know. It's a good emotional though, nothing bad, but yeah, I need to compose myself and I need to think over everything I want to say. I mean, of course I already have some notes jotted down, but yeah, there's just a lot I have to say. Even before like those last maybe 4 or 5 chapters, I want to say, it got really wild. There were some other things that I wanted to say that weren't so important, but I still wanted to mention it. Amarantha, oh, she's a big one. There's just a lot that I had to say, and yeah, I finished it on Christmas Day at 11:37 p.m. Yes, I'm telling you the time. You didn't ask. I don't know what to say. Also, I was waiting for something to happen in this book that would like reveal to me why you all hate him so much, Tamlin, because right now, I mean, I don't see really any reason to hate Tamlin. And like, also, I just got like the, what's it called in the beginning of the book when like the author does the thing like, oh, like, you know, the for you or whatever she says, so like to her husband, right? I'm assuming, yeah, that would, yeah, for Josh, because you would go under the mountain for me. I love you. I got that when I was like, oh, because Feyre went under the mountain for Tamlin. I'm not well. And I'm crying. crying. I don't know why I'm crying. Why am I crying? The last half of the book really got me. I would say the first half was kind of slow, but the last half, you guys, we're going to have a serious conversation tomorrow about this book, okay? And then I'll get my rating. And yeah. Okay. Hi, guys. As you know, I finished ACOTAR last night. Oh, yes. So, right. So Tamlin, so before Feyre leaves the Spring Court for the first time, Tamlin, actually, because right after, it was when Rhysand was at the court, I think, and that's like when he decides to send Feyre away, and Tamlin says, "I love you." She doesn't say it back, but then apparently, like, if she had said it back, then the 49 curse would have been, absolved or whatever. And then she didn't say it back. So then, she finds out, like, oh shit, I messed up, because, she was with, she went back home, and her sisters and her dad have been living this lavish lifestyle since she's been gone. And by the way, okay, I'm warming up to the sisters. I don't hate them like I did before. The dad still sucks, but the sisters I'm warming up to. Elaine, she was different. Nesta, well, she's still prickly, but she's kind of got my intrigue a little, because why didn't the Blythe work on her? Because she's known all along that this world that her and Elaine and her dad have been living is not true. It didn't work on her. So why? She also like went to, I don't remember what it's called, but she went to, like, maybe it's the border. I'm sorry. I'm not remembering correctly, and I'm sorry about the glare in my glasses, but you'll just have to deal with it. I'm not putting on my contacts. But maybe she like went to the border, like, to try to like get Feyre back or whatever. And Feyre was surprised, like, you would do that for me or whatever. But anyway, that was a nice moment to read. So yeah. But anyway, she went back to the Spring Court and talked to Alice. Alice told her about the 49 curse or whatever, or something like that. And Alice took her to Under the Mountain. And so yeah, then the trials began. The 3 trials. And there was also the riddle. Amarantha. This woman is awful. She is so evil. So evil. But like a baddie. Not a good baddie. Okay, don't get me wrong. Not a good baddie. I don't like her, but she kind of is. But yeah, she's awful. And for what? All because her sister was unlovable to a human. Like, just because your sister was unlovable to a human doesn't mean that all fairies are unlovable to humans. Okay, Amarantha? So, yeah, right? Because, what was his name? I already forgot his name. The human that portrayed Amarantha's sister, and thus began her hatred for humans. And Amarantha is obsessed with Tamlin. She wants him as her lover or whatever, and he's always refused, which gives her more reason to hate Feyre, because, well, Tamlin loves Feyre. Oh, another thing. Oh my god. Andreas, like, the whole thing was planned. Like, that treaty was fake. Andreas was one of many of, I don't know, Tamlin's like people that he had sent out, but Andreas was the only one that was successful, So yeah, I remember, like, when I was reading that, like, I was shocked. Like, I was like, so this was all fake. The treaty was fake. This was all planned, and like, you guys were like guilt tripping her and all this shit. Like what? Oh, so yes, there was the riddle, right? The riddle. There was the 3 trials that she had to do. There are those who seek me a lifetime, but we never meet. And those I kiss, but who trample me beneath ungrateful feet. At times I've seen to favor the clever and the fair, but I bless all those who are brave enough to dare. By large, my ministrations are soft-handed and sweet. With scorn I become a difficult beast to defeat. For through each of my strikes lands a powerful blow. When I kill, I do it slow. And the answer was love. I gotta say this. When I read that, I was like, well, fuck, if it had been me, we would all be screwed. Like, sorry guys, all you fairies would be tied to her forever, and I might as well just like it now, because there's no way I would not solve it. Like, I cannot. Like, hello? I'm too stupid to do that. Like, I would have never guessed love. I wouldn't have guessed anything. Like, what's the point? I would not. Like, Feyre got lucky. Granted, she died when she guessed it, but she was lucky enough to guess it and get it right, because I never would have. Like I said, like, like, sorry, fairies, like, I guess you're just gonna be a slave to Amarantha for the rest of your lives, and I might as well just end it all now for myself, because, hello? If the fate of Prithian was in my hands by solving that riddle, I kid you not, you would all be screwed. I would have never guessed that. Feyre took a beating for Tamlin, because what? Like, before Amarantha had sent her to her cell, a bunch of fairies just like beat her or whatever. This adds more to like my confusion about what happens between her and Tamlin, because this book is Tamlin and Feyre, basically. Like, she loves Tamlin and Tamlin loves her. So I'm just like, what happens, So yeah, I remember thinking, because like when Feyre was first there under the mountain, it seemed like Tamlin and everyone was under this spell. And I was like, oh, because like Tamlin's like not doing anything. Like, he doesn't like really seem like he's recognizing her or anything. But come to find out, because Lucian said later that he's not under a spell, he's just not reacting to anything, so he doesn't show himself to Amarantha, which I get it, but I will say it was also kind of, I wasn't annoyed with him for this, but at the same time, I couldn't help but think that he was just passive through all this when Feyre was doing all this for him and he wasn't doing anything for her. And I thought, like, he was under a spell, so then it would have made sense and I could give him some grace. But at the same time, like, I also understand that that was also his way of protecting her. But still, because even like Lucian did something for her when he healed her face or whatever after she got that beating, and then Rhys healed her arm. But yeah, I'm thinking about the tattoos. So yeah, it's like everybody like did something for her, I guess, kind of. Oh, even Lucian's mom helped her. So yeah, I don't know. Okay, yeah, so when Rhys heals Feyre's arm, I remember thinking, like, what does he want? Like, what's his end game? Like, what the hell is he doing? Because, right, because she got that, like, that full sleeve tattoo, basically, and the eye on her palm, which seems to connect them or something. So, yeah, which obviously, Tamlin doesn't like, because he started to also do it to provoke Tamlin, like, when they were in the courtroom. I don't know. I don't remember what it's called. But yeah, anyway, he was doing that to provoke Tamlin, I guess. And, like having Feyre drink a lot of wine or whatever and dance and sit on his lap. Rhys is getting her drunk a lot, she's having to dance a lot. And going back to the deal real quick that they made, he wanted to, like, for him to heal her arm, she would have to spend every 2 weeks with him, every like 2 weeks out of every month with him for the rest of her life. They negotiated and it ended up being a week. So yeah, which of course he didn't tell her that once she agreed to the deal that she would have a full sleeve tattoo and, the eye on her palm, which seems to like be really connecting them, because like he can like talk to her or something. I don't know, like telepathically. I don't know, because of that. But anyway. Oh, let's talk about the first trial. I just skipped over that. The worm. Okay. The worm. She had to fight a worm. Like this big monstrous worm, I guess. But hey, Feyre pulled it off. You know why? Because she's a baddie. So yeah, but again, couldn't be me. I'd be dead instantly. Well, actually, I wouldn't have even made it to the worm. I would have been dead well before then. So yeah. But anyway, good for her. But the second trial, where she had to, I believe, what was it, reading another riddle, I think, and she had to pull a lever. She had 3 options, and of course, Amarantha used Lucian against her because, it was going to be her and Lucian that would die. And she was so sure about picking the second one. But then, like, because the palm, like, the eye on her palm, it would, like, burn or something when she was about to, like, touch the first one or the second one. But then when she picked the third one, nothing. And so she picked it. And then, of course, like, they won. And that was because of Rhys because he helped her. So, yeah, there you go. Rhys is like being basically abused by Amarantha. Well, everybody's being abused by her. But yeah, I mean, that goes back to way earlier in the book when Lucian would call Rhys Amarantha's whore. Because I guess, Amarantha, she didn't like that. Her and Rhys and Feyre were about to, and so I guess she felt the need to stake her territory, which is just awful, what she's doing to all these fairies. So yeah, but later that night, she Rhys goes to Feyre's cell and he confesses all these things. Like he's basically doing all these things to like keep Tamlin motivated enough to kill her, strong enough so that he'll be able to kill her. Hold on, I have it marked somewhere. Hold on. Okay, here's some of it. Let's see. So, though she can control us through them, it's why I've never been able to shatter her mind. Why she's not dead already. The moment you break Amarantha's curse, Tamlin's wrath will be so great that no force in the world will keep him from splattering her on the walls. So, damn. So that's why Rhys has been kind of a little, I don't want to say menace, but he hasn't been the nicest, Like, I'm definitely curious about him, and I like him, but at the same time, I was like, what are you doing? What are your motivations? So it's nice to see that. So yeah. And then there's the last trial and everything goes to shit because, well, Amarantha's a sore loser. She didn't think that a human would actually best her, but a human did. Okay. So the last trial, Feyre had to kill 3 fairies. She killed the first 2, and then the third one, which was actually Tamlin. So yeah, and then of course, being the smart person that she is, she figured out the riddle. And Tamlin, actually has like a heart of stone or whatever, something like that. So she knew that she wouldn't actually kill him, that he'd be okay. And so, she killed him, which Amarantha didn't think that she would figure that out. So yeah, so she won, but Amarantha refused. She's a sore loser, so she basically lost her shit. And then all of this chaotic stuff happened. I believe I was recording my reaction to that. I don't remember, but just a lot was happening. Okay, and then Feyre died, and that's where she's like, the answer to the riddle is love or something like that. So yeah, it's just a lot happened. But of course, Feyre becomes a high fae, so she is now immortal, but immortal with a human's heart. So that is good. Yes, yes, yes. But boy, was that a lot. I don't even know why I got so emotional last night. It was just so much. I don't know why, but it got me. It got me, okay? I don't know, for some reason, I said, mention to him, Tamlin, and Feyre, the last page. There's nothing that really happens. They go home. But I guess that was significant enough to me last night. Listen, Tamlin and Feyre are cute. I think they're cute. I know that I'll probably end up falling in love with Rhys, and I'll ship Rhys and Feyre a lot, and I'll probably end up hating Tamlin for some reason. But we are not there yet, okay? So right now, I gotta say, like, Feyre loves Tamlin a lot, like a lot, and Tamlin loves her. So yeah, and they have a lot of cute moments together. Like you cannot deny that. They have a lot of cute moments in this book. Now let's talk about Rhys, because something happened at the end as well between Rhys and Feyre. Rhys and Feyre at the end of the book. So right, it's nighttime, I believe. Feyre and Tamlin are asleep, but because of that connection that Rhys and Feyre have now, which I believe is because of the eye, Rhys summoned Feyre, and so she went and found him, and they talked, and I guess the book kind of did end in a cliffhanger. Like, it didn't, but it did. The cliffhanger was really, like, Rhys. So, they were talking, blah, 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 whatever. But then, like, Rhys, when he was leaving and going back to the night court, he stumbled when he looked at Feyre, which is like, what? And then Feyre was about to ask him, but he disappeared. So, because he stumbled and he gasped or whatever when he looked at her. I have a theory. Let me tell you my theory. Now, let me look at my notes because I don't remember everything about my theory. Let me see. Okay, so my theory is it's like, what if he reacted that way because in Feyre's immortal form now, what if he recognized her from whatever, maybe like he received a prophecy a long time ago of a woman who looks like Feyre in her immortal form, right? And what if that, whatever he saw, which was Feyre, like it was prophesied that they would fall in love or whatever, and maybe like she would be the key to like saving the night court or like solving his problems or whatever. I don't know, something like that. You get what I'm trying to say? It's a very loose theory because I don't know. Like it's something like that. Like what if she's the key to something that he needs? And so that's basically what I'm trying to get at. Now let's wrap it up. Also, did I mention? I feel like I did mention this last night. I don't remember, but I did mention that, right? Like the dedication was to from the author. It was to her husband who said like, because you would go under the mountain for me. Like, hello, like so cute because Feyre did go under the mountain for Tamlin. I have no one. Okay, no. Okay, and what I mean by that is that I have no one to talk to about this series because I don't have any friends. Okay, that's another joke. I have very few friends. But anyway, that's my choice because I don't like socializing with people. Don't feel bad for me. But what I mean is that like none of the people I'm friends with have read this series, so I don't have anybody to talk to about this. And I need reassurance on what's about to happen. Not spoilers, but like just like a clarity. Like, like right now, I wish I could ask somebody, is there going to be a good reason to dislike Tamlin? I'm giving this book a 4-star. It's good. I really enjoy it. It's definitely not a 5-star, but it is better than a 3-star. So yeah. And of course, I cried last night. And then when I finished the book, I was processing for hours afterwards. And I was still processing today. 4 stars. Again, I like Lucian. I like Feyre. I like Tamlin for now. I like Rhys. Finished A Court of Thorns and Roses. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the characters. So yeah. Well, damn. I love how chapter 1 starts out saying, I vomited into the toilet. Well, that's lovely. Okay, guys, so a few things. I stopped mid-chapter of chapter 2 because I have to say these things because I'm worried I will forget later. So, first of all, I realized that I kind of skipped over Feyre's dream, her nightmare, but don't you worry, I read it, okay? Because the audiobook started there and I was like, wait, what? So yeah, anyway, I read it, don't you worry. But also, so right, Feyre's having her nightmares and it seems that like, Tamlin and Feyre are both having PTSD from Amarantha, which is understandable. Who is Iotine or whatever? I said her name wrong, sorry. No, I'm not. Who is this bitch? I don't know how I feel about her. It seems like, okay, she might be into Lucian right now, which is, I don't know if maybe she is, but who is she? Like, apparently, like, her and Tamlin have been friends since, like, they were children or whatever, but I don't know. I feel like there's something about her that I don't trust. Yeah, also, like, why is Tamlin taking Iotine? I'm just gonna say the high priestess. She's a high priestess, right? I'm gonna just call her that. Why is Tamlin taking her side? Like, first of all, if Feyre wants to hunt, let her hunt. You don't step in and say that she can't, okay? Oh, the book agrees. Okay, let her hunt if she wants to hunt. Not Rhys saying crashing the wedding. Like, what? I'm not surprised. Yeah. If anything, I was actually kind of surprised that the wedding was happening so soon because I thought it would have been like this kind of long drawn out thing, like the whole wedding preparation, but no, it's like chapter 4 and they're getting married. Although maybe not now since, Rhys just crashed it. And of course, Feyre was basically Feyre was basically having a panic attack because, she's just going through her PTSD and she was having a panic So, yeah, you know, happiest day of your life. Not. Okay, guys. So, like, not Rhys-Sam being like, you're welcome, by the way, for saving you. Like, what? And then and so it's like, I saved you. You were begging to be saved. And she's like, no, take me back right now. It's like, then he's like, Tamlin didn't even realize that you were about to reject him from everybody. Like, I heard you say no or whatever. Like, what? And do you remember earlier, like, that bond, they are connected. They are bonded. And Rhys-Sam, he knows. Like, what? Oh my god. Where was it? Where was it? Oops, sorry. My reading light. Okay. So Feyre said, you don't know anything about me or us. Rhys gave me a knowing smile. Does Tamlin, does he ever ask why you hurl your guts out every night, or why you can't go into certain rooms or see certain colors? What? Okay. Also, Iothine or whatever. Sorry, I got too close to you. Iothine or whatever. She just bailed. Like, she dipped immediately once Rhys got there. Why she bail? What the hell? Like, she just like coward. Something about Tamlin. Tamlin never fights for Feyre. Not really, at the very least. Like, he let Rhys take Feyre way too easy. Like, to the point where even Lucien looked at him like, what the hell, dude? Like, what? Rhys wants her to learn to read, so that's good, you know? Get an education. And something else that I am noticing, right? So Tamlin is kind of, I don't know, stifling her or not, like, letting her be her true self. Like, Tamlin's like wanting her to be who he wants her to be, or as Rhys would say, a trophy. But when she's with Rhys, Rhys wants her to know her true power and to be herself and all that. Like, you know, so yeah. And ignore the glare on my glasses. You're just gonna have to deal with it. So how dare you? You are never supposed to be turning that beast rage or whatever on Feyre, not on your girl. Like, excuse me? Hello? I fear I am seeing their relationship being toxic. You know, I mean, oh no. And tell me why, like, okay, sir, you were with Feyre most of the time. You get her, what, 3 weeks out of the month? And Rhys only gets her for 1 week out of the month. So tell me why you don't notice that she's losing weight, or that she's not sleeping well, or that she's, like, vomiting in the middle of the night, or any of this. Like, how, like, come on now. Tell me why. And also, seeing Feyre's powers develop, really cool. Like, she used one of her powers against Tamlin when, you know, he set his beast rage on her. So that was cool. So it's like, good for you, Feyre. Good for you. Don't take that abuse. I said things were getting toxic. It's just getting worse. Like, excuse my voice. I'm sorry. Like I said, I'm getting a cold. But, sir, she is not your prisoner. Like, what the hell? What did I just read? Like, what? The way he's treating her, and I know it's like, he thinks he's doing what is best or whatever, but, like, he's just stifling her, and literally, he just trapped her, like, literally, and she went into a full panic attack because of that. He's stifling her, he's not letting her do anything, he's not keeping her in the loop. Like, after everything that she did for you, like, she went under the mountain for you. Like, sir, I think she's capable and deserving to know of the real threat that's going on right now. Like, you should, like, respect her and, like, keep her in the know. I don't know why I just had a tear. Leave me alone. I don't even know why. But when Rhys said that Tamlin is keeping her, like, as a trophy, I mean, say less. Like, there's no truer words. Like, he's treating her like a trophy. Like, tell her things. Why aren't you telling her things? And you're not letting her do anything. Like, come on, she is Feyre. Come on, she can handle herself. I mean, come on. And then, of course, Rhys saved her at the end of the chapter, because now I think she's back at the Night Court, because he broke through their shield.
him and more. Because I was like, okay, Reese, where are you? She's freaking out. I know you can feel that she's freaking out. So, and I was right. Feyre is now staying at the night court indefinitely until she decides when she wants to go back to the spring court. So yeah, which is fair. I mean, I wouldn't go back either. I forgot to mention this earlier, but when Feyre was having her panic attack, she burned her engagement ring off accidentally. So yeah, I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, hey, you want to talk about signs of symbolism? What does that say? Okay, I have to read this to you. I'm thinking that I was a lonely, hopeless person and I might have fallen in love with the first thing that showed me a hint of kindness and safety. And I'm thinking maybe he knew that. Maybe not actively, but maybe he wanted to be that person for someone, and maybe that worked for who I was before. Maybe it doesn't work for who I am now. What? Oh gosh, they are over. Rhysand, put respect on his name, okay? Valaris, I think that's how you pronounce it. Oh my god, my voice, guys, I'm so sorry. But Rhysand, he protected his city, Valaris, and Cassian, Azriel, Mor, and Amren were all there in Valaris, so they were all safe. And nobody in Prythian knew about it. So this whole time when Amarantha was taking over, Valaris was safe. Like I said, put respect on his name. He is rightfully the highest, high fae or whatever. Like, put respect on his name. Do not talk shit about Rhys. He is everything, okay? And I like all of them. Cassian, Azriel, Mor, and Amren. Although Amren kind of scares me, but that is how she's written. So it's kind of like, okay, I like her, but like from a distance. Okay, the Bone Carver. How do you guys feel about him? Do we see him again? Does he have any more relevance after this? He's creepy. You are my salvation, Feyre. That's it. That's all I want to say. I need not say anything else. Okay, so I knew there was reason not to like Ianthine or whatever. I mean, I just got done reading where Rhys let Feyre into his mind and he showed her a memory 100 years ago when Ianthe and Rhys were at the Court of Nightmares. Ianthe is awful. Like, so like what? Is she like basically kind of like Amarantha, but her agenda or whatever is making the high priestesses, or just solely her? You know, I don't know what to say, because I'm just thinking about, you know, like she was there, you know, on his bed, fully no clothes on, just, you know, it just, oh god, no. No. Did he burn the sheets afterwards? I don't know. I mean, just, she is awful. Oh wait, no, the Weaver. Okay, what the fuck was that? It's like, hello. Very creepy. Like, what, she eats people or something? Like, she would have ate Feyre? Listen, if Feyre hadn't taken her time getting that ring, then she probably would have been able to get out of there before the Weaver noticed her. But hey, she took her time, you know. Like, it's not like she didn't have anything high stake at risk or anything, but hey, she did that and that was on her. But hey, we love Feyre and she's a fighter because she got out of it alive. Barely, but she got out of it. And I was wondering, because I noticed earlier, see the ring right here on the cover, I noticed earlier, is that her ring from Tamlin? But I was like, no, that doesn't make sense. That would be her ring. That does not make sense. But then, of course, this is Rhys's ring, or his mother's ring, so that makes more sense. So yeah. Okay, so two things. First of all, so I'm at the part where Feyre, Cassian, Azriel, Rhys are at, you know, her family's home, so, you know, Nesta and Elaine. First of all, the crumbs of Nesta and Cassian, I am eating it up. Oh my god. I am so eating it up. Rhys and Feyre, they're so cute. Like, I just got done reading the part at the end of the chapter where they were like sending notes to each other. I don't know how they did that. Magic, I guess. Well, no shit. Yeah, they were sending notes to each other, back and forth, and it was just so cute. And it's like, oh, is this like texting but like make it fantasy? So I don't know, but yeah, that was cute. I loved it. Okay, so a few things. I just got done. The outer scene was kind of anticlimactic, well, at least where the actor is concerned. But what happened after that? Rhys and Feyre, oh my god. You know, in the snow, and she was chasing him or whatever, like what, through time or something? I don't know. Like, listen, I was getting a lot of tension there, and I was like, are they about to kiss? Are they about to kiss? It did not happen. Feyre broke up with Tamlin, and she's officially sending in her notice, okay? I left of my own free will. I am cared for and safe. I am grateful for all that you did for me and all that you gave. Please don't come looking for me. I'm not coming back. And then Rhys asked Feyre, are you sure? Because she's writing this note and sending it to Tamlin. Then she said, I am no one's pet. That's right, girl. You are not. You guys, I am eating it up. Rhys and Feyre, oh my god. Again, pen pals. Or like fantasy, like they're texting but make a fantasy or whatever. You know, the notes that they write each other. I mean, they were basically kind of... Well, actually, no. I was about to say they were They weren't doing that, but they were teasing each other, if you know what I mean. Oh, Rhys and Feyre, I love how it is an insta love with them, or insta attraction. I love how it's taking the attraction and the eventual when they fall in love. I love how that's taking its time because it feels more real and it's more realistic. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say. To the people who look at the stars and wish Rhys, to the stars who listen, and the dreams that are answered. I love that. Oh my god, I love that. Also, I bought stickers on Amazon a while ago, and I put some on my water bottle, and I did not realize that one of the stickers right here, look at that, you see that? I didn't know that was ACOTAR. Okay, so right now I'm reading the chapter where Amren and Feyre are at the temple, I believe, and they're getting that book. Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. I completely read over that part of why the book was so significant, because that was also the same chapter where, like Feyre was saying how, like, Rhys, like, the bond between her and Rhys is what kept her alive. Like, that was the tether. I'm gonna be honest, I focused on that more than why the book was so important. So yeah, that's on me. Feyre shape-shifted into Targuin. Like, what? She had to have gotten that power from Tamlin, because Tamlin shape-shifts. Seeing the slow build up, like seeing their attraction slowly build up, seeing them get jealous, and seeing them like slowly want more. I love it. So yeah, I don't know. And you know, the thing is, though, I don't even think I love slow burns in general, but in this book, I am loving it. So yeah. Chapter 42, I think. I could double check. I won't. The tension. Okay, I'm sorry. I lost my cool there. But the tension between Rhys and Feyre, oh my gosh. It's everything. The quarter nightmares, and when she's sitting on his lap, oh my god. The tension is everything. I am eating it up. I love this slow burn. When will it finally happen? They haven't even kissed yet, and I am so invested. Like, what? Amarantha. I hate that bitch! I mean, no, because seriously, like, I think I mentioned this earlier. I hope I did. But, you know, she was abusing, assaulting Rhys for years. Like, what, 49 years? And every year, especially when there was the Starfall, the night of the Starfall, she would make sure that he was there every night, and he wouldn't get to enjoy the Starfall. What a bitch. What an evil bitch. Honestly, her death was too quick. Okay, so you mean to tell me that Rhysand's family, or his father, killed Tamlin's parents or whatever, but... Wait, let me try to... gather my thoughts again. But that was only after like Tamlin's father and Tamlin killed Rhys's mother and his sister. Like, what? And then Rhys's father was gonna kill Tamlin, but then Rhys stopped him, and then Rhys and Tamlin became High Lords at the very same time. Oh my gosh. Tamlin's father, and I believe Tamlin helped kill Rhys's mother and his sister. Oh gosh, Tamlin. It just gets worse and worse, doesn't it? It really just gets worse. Okay, so much just happened. Hello, Lucien. Oh my god. The standoff between Feyre and Lucien, oh my gosh. And then Feyre's like, no, I am not coming back. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. So many things. I don't even know entirely how I feel about that chapter. It was so good, but I don't know how I feel. It was just, I need to think about it. But that was so good. I loved it. Okay, okay. It finally happened. Okay, well, they didn't have sex, but they did do some other things. I love the found family. You know, Rhys, Feyre, Cassian, Azriel, Amren, and more. I love the found family. I love it so much. I love Rhys. Did I mention that? I don't think I've mentioned it enough. I love Rhys, and Feyre's amazing. And Feyre and Rhys together, beyond words. Like, what could I say? I fucking knew it. I knew it. Rhys and Feyre are mates. Well, that was obvious. I shouldn't be that proud of myself. That was obvious. But yes, they are mates. Also, I like the conversations that Feyre has with the cereal. Very interesting. They should happen more often. I gotta finish my chapter, but so you know, right now Feyre is pissed because Rhys never told her that they were mates. But like, so he was jealous when he walked in on Tamlin and Feyre about to have sex in the first book. So interesting. I mean, granted, he did say that earlier, but like now it's like really making sense because he actually suspected before. What did he say? He already had his suspicions or whatever when Amarantha was killing her. Hold on, let me double check this. Okay, so yes, he was already having suspicion. He had suspicions before Amarantha killed her, but then he knew for sure when Amarantha did kill her. I mean, so yeah, interesting. It's all falling into place now. And what else was I gonna say, right? So he's like, so, you know, like, Feyre's like, well, why didn't you tell me or whatever? He's like, I don't know, I wanted to, and I was hoping that you would figure out when I bed you. Like, sir! You don't know if I start crying, that these are happy tears. Oh my gosh, you guys. I didn't finish my chapter yet. Wait, I don't even know what chapter I'm on. Maybe it's 49, I don't know. But, oh my god, you guys. Rhys and Feyre, oh my god. Oh my god. They are fated. Fated. He was having dreams of her, or like he was like getting like these little glimpses of her for like, what, 3 years before they actually met. And when they, oh my god. And he would see her dreams. Oh my god. Or that night when they met at Fire Night or whatever, he went there purposely because he knew she would be there. Oh, you guys. I don't know. This is like really, oh my god. Oh my god. I'm crying. Oh, I have tissue. Oh wait, I do. I have tissue. Oh my god. I don't know. You guys, I don't know what to say. Like, I have so much to say, but I don't know what to say. I'm feeling so much, and I haven't finished this chapter. This is everything. Rhys is everything. Oh. Like, look, there you go. Like, his first words to her, there you are. I've been looking for you, and thank you for finding her for me. Ah! So true. Those words were actually true. You guys, You guys, why didn't you tell me to read this sooner? This is your fault. I'm blaming you. Okay, and you can't argue with me because you're not here to argue with me. So my word is law. This is your fault. So I kept saying that Tamlin and Feyre had cute scenes in the first book, and they did. And Feyre and Rhys, they've had a lot of cute moments together, but not only are their scenes cute, it's, I don't know how to describe it. Like, it surpasses cute. Like, it's everything. I guess that's I don't know. I guess that's the only way I could describe it. He's been in love with her the whole time. Oh my gosh. I love this chapter. I don't know, like, I love this chapter. Like, it's definitely, like, my favorite chapter. Oh my gosh. Feyre said, I love you back, and they've just been, well, they basically just had a bunch of sex. And you know what? I will be honest. I loved it. Shall I celebrate? Shall I show? Whoa, show? Shall I celebrate Rhysand and Feyre finally getting together? I think I should. I gotta do a happy dance. We'll see if I actually put this in the video, because I'm about to embarrass myself on the internet. More than I probably already have. I don't know. No! All of Rhys's hard work for 50 years, and they attack Velaris. Fuck those queens. I mean it. Ooh. Oh, I mean, I saw it coming. I mean, come on. It's obvious. Nothing good was gonna come from telling them about Velaris. But, like, still, like, ooh. And you know what? Yeah. Feyre, the curse breaker, the defender of the rainbow, preach, okay? Oh my god. Gotta love her. And she killed that Ador. Finally. But, ooh, oh my god. Velaris, but, ooh, fuck those queens. Oh my god. But the one that did help them, the youngest one, that one's dead. So, that's unfortunate for her. Tamlin could never. I mean, oh my gosh, just that. So they're gonna go to Hybern, right? And Feyre was thinking to herself, like, she realized how badly she has been treated by Tamlin, because she feels like the freedom or whatever that Rhys is giving her felt like a privilege and not a right, because Rhys was like, you know what, if you want to go, then go, Feyre, which obviously never in a million years would Tamlin ever let her do that, because he treated her like property, his trophy, as Rhys has said before. But Rhys treats Feyre like she's her own person, and she is. He respects her. And Tamlin never respected her. He may have loved her, but he didn't respect her. So, yeah. But Rhys not only loves her, he respects her, and also they're engaged. Well, technically they are, but they aren't. They are, but they aren't, because, you know, he gave her his mother's wedding ring, but it's kind of on pause. It's like, I guess they're kind of engaged, but it's like kind of like on the down low for right now, because they can't have, like, the King of Hybern or their enemies know that they're mates or whatever. So yeah, but afterwards they're gonna do the wedding and all that, and the mating bond or whatever, the ceremony. I love them. They're just so I love them. Like, Feyre really upgraded. I'm sorry, what? Tamlin, Lucian, Jurian, the King of Hybern? What the fuck? I didn't finish my book. I gotta finish it, but what? Like, I'm not surprised, but I am surprised, if that makes sense. You get what I'm saying? Like, I suspected that they were working with the King of Hybern, but at the same time, I'm surprised. I am, but I'm not. What the fuck is happening? Oh, what is happening? Oh my gosh. Tamlin, no. No, you didn't. Oh god. Why? What? This is, oh my god. How could he work with the King of Hybern and let the King of Hybern destroy that wall and use his accord to attack Prythian? Like, what? What? How could he do that to his own people? How could he do that to Feyre? Oh my god. Oh my god. And the sisters, not the sisters, those other queens. Oh my god, they have her sisters. Oh lord. Oh Lord, this chapter was so fucking good. But almost at the same time, like, what? Oh my gosh, like, Sarah J. Maas just wrote Tamlin in just a completely different light in this book. It's like, what? And it looks like even Lucian is starting to question him a little bit, you know? He's starting to, like, I don't know, he's not so sure anymore, but I don't know, I gotta finish, so we'll see. Oh my god. The ending to the first book to this book is so completely different. I mean, her and Tamlin were all happy in love, and right now she just said, I will destroy you. Oh my gosh. What can I say? What? So many things are happening. Nesta, Cassian, Elaine, Azriel. Oh my god, poor Azriel and Cassian. Cassian's wings. What the fuck? Elaine and Nesta are now high phase. Elaine and Lucian are mates. What? I did not see that coming. Like, I thought it was a little weird that Lucian was going to Elaine a lot. But then at the end of the chapter where she's like, you're my mate or whatever, I was like, oh, I did not see that coming. Like, I thought something might happen between her and Azriel. No. What? What the fuck? This chapter was so good. Oh my god. I think I have 2 more chapters left. It's a Rhysand chapter. That makes me happy. But, like, Feyre and Rhys's bond is broken. Tell me that they can fix it. Tell me in the next book they'll repair the bond or something. Please tell me. Like, they don't need it to, like, love each other or whatever, but, like, they can't communicate or whatever, telepathy or whatever without it, right? Tell me that they can restore their bond in the next book. Oh my gosh. And she's cringing at Tamlin's touch. Girl, I understand. But, and I don't know how I feel about Lucian anymore, you guys. Like, is he, I'm assuming, oh, I don't know, actually. I don't know. Feyre and Rhys, their bond is broken, and now she's pretending that she wants to be with Tamlin again or whatever. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, I don't know, you guys. I knew from the beginning, you know I did not trust that bitch, Ianthe. Oh, she even portrayed Tamlin. Like, that's how the King of Hybern got his hands on Feyre's sisters. Ooh, anyway, I forgot to mention that earlier. But on better news, well, some lighter news, the bond was not broken, so I'm very happy. Their bargain was broken, but not their mating bond, so that's good. And Feyre is the High Fae. Wait, what's it called? She is the High Lady of the Night Court, so she is Rhysand's equal in every way. Oh my god, I love this. I love this. Oh my gosh. But I also hate everything at the same time. I love it, but I hate everything. Because I'm like, oh my god, now she's back at the spring court with Tamlin. So I'm like, oh, I don't know, but now she's gonna be a spy. Again, I don't know how I feel about Elaine and Lucian. Because I don't know how I feel about Lucian anymore. I don't know. But I guess I will see. I'm gonna see more of Lucian in the next book. So we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. Because Tamlin is going down. I wonder, like, will Tamlin die at the end of this, you know? Will he die at the end of this? I don't know. Like, I don't necessarily mean, like, the next book. But just, like, at the end, if he isn't dead by the next book, I don't know. But, like, by the end of this series, do you think he could be, you know, end up dead? You know, if he isn't dead already? That'd be interesting. So then who would take over the Spring Court? Lucian, maybe? Wait, maybe it could be Lucian and Elaine, because didn't Elaine have a bunch of flowers or whatever on her drawer that Feyre painted for her? And doesn't, like, the flowers kind of represent the Spring Court? Maybe. I feel like the Spring Court could actually probably suit Elaine, but yeah, I don't know. And I think it's possible that Lucian might start shifting his loyalties, you know, because we know Lucien has been so loyal to Tamlin for centuries. But I mean, even Tamlin, like, it looked like in that scene, you know, when they were there at Hybern, that even he was starting to have some doubts about what Tamlin was doing. Now that now that Elaine is his mate, his loyalties and priorities will shift, because obviously he's gonna want to be the most loyal or whatever to Elaine, right? And so, in Elaine is of course never going to be on Tamlin's side. She's going to be on Feyre's side. So, with that being said, Lucien's loyalties may very well shift. So, that will be interesting to see. So, like, Amarantha was the villain that we all knew about from the first book, and the King of Hybern. But, like, Tamlin wasn't the villain that we knew about right away, because in the first book, he was, you know, I mean, he was likable. He wasn't no Rhysand, but he was likable. If anything, the only complaint about him that I had in the first book was that he was passive. But he was kind of, you didn't know he was a villain really until this book. So, yeah, yeah. Okay, so what a ride this book was. I finished it. Oh my gosh. Tamlin, you're going down. And Lucien is suspicious, but already, like, he's keeping his mouth shut because, I mean, as Feyre said to herself, he's not going to say anything so long as he wants to see his mate Elaine again. So yeah, already you see Lucien's priorities are shifting a little. Oh my god. This book was so good. Listen, the slow burn between Rhys and Feyre, I loved. Like, this book is making me realize that maybe I do like slow burn. I did not get bored once. This book was so good. With all that to be said, it's not a 5-star, to be honest. I think it's better than the first book. I'm going to give this a 4.5, but it's possible that I could change my rating in the future to something higher. But for right now, I'm going to say that it's a 4.5. But this book was really good. I loved meeting Amren, Cassian, Azriel, and more, and getting to learn their characters more. Of course, I loved seeing Rhys more in the Night Court, the Court of Dreams, even the Court of Nightmares, Valaris, and I loved seeing Feyre and Rhys. Like, that was everything to me. I loved it so much. I really enjoyed this book, and the ending was wild. That was fucking wild. Oh god, this book. It was so good. And I loved the complexity of Rhys, how, like, with each layer, it just makes him sweeter. Each layer you peel back, this man, this High Lord, the most powerful one, this High Fae, gets even more and more sweeter. Oh gosh, and of course I love Feyre. I love basically everything about this book. I don't think I really have a complaint about this book. I was interested all the way through. This book was really good. I enjoyed it. It was so good. And I'm excited to start the third book. I'm going to start that later today. Also, I love the fact how Tamlin was like, I'm sorry about everything, about how I treated you. And she's like saying in her head, too late, too damn late. Yeah. Feyre, the curse breaker. We stand for her. We love her. Oh my gosh. I'm only like 40 pages in, but she took, what's it called? The summer solstice? She took that power from Ianthe. Love. And those twins, Cersei, Jaime, hello. I didn't know they made an appearance in A Court of Thorns and Roses. I mean, come on. Come on. But also how, like, Feyre kind of put them in their place that first night, where she was like, no, you're not gonna be breaking into my mind. Feyre is everything. Okay. Tamlin is just so abusive. No, like, I kind of want to, like, make a reference to something, because there's just so many examples, but, like, I'm struggling to, like, come up with something. He's awful. He's so abusive. But Feyre, the curse breaker, oh shit, I forgot the other title that I said earlier from the second book. Oh, the Defender of the Rainbow or something like that, right? and the High Lady of the Night Court. But also, I would say she's also the Master Manipulator because she's infiltrating the Spring Court. I mean, she's playing chess, okay? Feyre is playing chess. I mean, what a manipulator she is, and I love it. She's, oh my gosh, she's like turning them all against each other. And you know, I think she's like putting more doubt into into Lucian's head about Tamlin. I just read that scene, you know, where Feyre was purposely baiting him into like losing his shit and his temper would come out, and then of course it would obviously end up hurting her, but she let it happen this time, so like she didn't shield herself from it. I just read that scene. Yeah, and of course that's just basically a repeat of that scene, you know, in the third, I mean, this is the third book, in the last book, you know, with when he gave her the paintings and stuff, like the paints. He's so toxic. Wow. You know, to think, Feyre really loved him at one point. Wow. I love just the little snippets that I get of Rhys and Feyre. I love that they're communicating. I love it. Like, everything about Rhys and Feyre is just perfect. Like, I got no complaints. I love it. Just even like when there's just little snippets of them, I eat it up. I love it. It's perfect. Give me more. This book is the downfall of Tamlin because, oh no, even the Sentinels or whatever, they're realizing, like, he is choosing Ianthe over his Sentinels or whatever, and now he's whipping that poor man. Oh my god, I rage. Everybody's gonna turn against him, and it's his own fault. So yeah, I mean, I was wondering, you know, if Lucian was gonna turn against him. Oh yeah, it looks like it. It looks like everybody's gonna turn against him. He's gonna have nothing at the end of this. And it'll be all his fault. Tamlin is awful. I see why you guys hate him. I finally see it. Okay, but like, they all have to turn on him. I'm still thinking about that scene. That was gross. Like, I have such a bad taste in my mouth after reading that. Like, that was so, like, it gave me the ick, okay? That was awful. That was bad. I just, like, he knows that that Sentinel is innocent of what Ianthe is accusing him of. He knows that Ianthe is the one who set it up, that it was actually her who did that, and why the Bog, was it the Bog? I don't remember, but anyway, why, you know, like, they were almost attacked or whatever, you know what I'm, you know, he knows that it wasn't the guard, but he's still gonna give him 21 lashes. But it's like, oh my god, these people have fought for you for years, and you're choosing Ianthe over them. This is so bad. This is so gross. Like, they have to turn on him after this, or like soon, or at least like the seed of doubt is there. It's there. It's being planted. Like, he's gonna be left with nothing at the end of this, and that is exactly what he fucking deserves. Okay, so a few things. I was right. Wait, what was I right about? Oh yes, Lucian, right? He just chose to leave with Feyre. He's like, I'm getting my mate back, see? So, I don't know if you just heard those booms, but you know, it is New Year's Eve, so there you go. But anyway, yeah. So he chose to leave with Feyre because he's like, I'm getting my mate back. You see his priorities, his loyalties, but also because, you know, he was already having doubts about Tamlin anyway. But yeah, I feel like, you know, him having Elaine as his mate is giving him that push, because would he ever have really left Tamlin if he didn't have a mate, you know? And also, Ianthe, oh my gosh, there's no words to describe how awful how awful she is. There's no words. The amount of people that she abused because Feyre was gonna, you know, carry on about her plan, but then she stopped because she saw Lucian was getting assaulted by, what's her name? Ianthe. Just awful. But at least Feyre, you know, had her break her own hand, so that was good. But she deserves much more pain. And also, the twins are dead, so, you know, that's good, because, you know, Feyre's a baddie, so, yeah. Oh, now I'm on part 2. It's called The Curse Breaker. Feyre left Tamlin. Again. yeah, Tamlin's gonna be left with nothing. Okay, so fuck Lucian's brothers. Ooh, hate, 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 hate. Like, you know when the Grinch goes through his list in the Jim Carrey movie, he's like, hate, 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 loathe. Add them to the list, okay? Hey, Cassian and Azriel came and saved the day. Oh, so good to see them again. I miss them. It's like, where have you been? Where have you been, Loca? Okay, no, that's stupid. Oh my god. But no, seriously though, like, oh, I'm so glad to see them. I'm so happy to see them. And then Feyre was like, I am the lady. Wait. Okay, I got it. Feyre was like, I am the High Fae of the Night Court or whatever. Wait, the High Lady of the... No, I had it and I lost it. Sorry, I keep messing it up. Reunited and it feels so good. Okay, I'm done gracing you with my horrible voice. But no, seriously though, Rhys and Feyre. Okay, no, let me just, like, where was it? I miss you every second, every breath, not just this. He said, but talking to you, laughing with you, I missed having you in my bed, but I missed having you as my friend even more. I love them. Why do you even bother Cassian? Because I can't stay awake. Cassian and Nesta, just those little snippets. I eat it up. Oh my gosh. Hi. Okay. Lucian, it's I'm finding it very interesting reading his character right now because I feel like Lucian, well, not that I feel like I know, like we all know this. Lucian is very loyal to Tamlin. And what's interesting to me is that Lucian is seeing the dynamic that's going on, you know, between Rhys, Cassian, Azriel, you know, the rest of them. He's seeing that dynamic and seeing how it's so starkly different to his life at the Spring Court with Tamlin. Because, like, Lucian is as loyal to Tamlin, I would say, as Azriel and Cassian are to Rhys. But whether he realizes it or not, I kind of feel like, you know, he is noticing the difference in how Rhys treats Cassian and Azriel versus how Tamlin treats him. So that's one thing that I am finding very interesting. Oh yes, Nesta and Elaine. So Nesta, of course, is very, very, very angry. Are we surprised? No. Rightfully so, though. She became a Fae without her consent, so yeah. And Elaine, oh, poor Elaine. Poor Elaine. She's miserable. Just miserable. The Bone Carver. I'm not that far. Like, I literally just stopped because the Bone Carver appeared as Feyre and Rhys's future child, their son. What? I'm happy that they're gonna have a child. Not that the Bone Carver is being creepy by showing, you know, I think you know what I'm trying to say. You know who the Bone Carver is. Okay, so a few things. So they're worried, Feyre and Nesta and Lucian are worried that Elaine might be crazy. But I don't think she's crazy. I think she might be prophesizing some things because she predicted, she just said something like how did she say like a white and a black raven would come tomorrow or something? She said something like that. Anyway, then these two people who were saying like they were the king's raven, you know, the king of Hybern, because he's there unfortunately at Valaris, and they're after Nesta because she stole too much of the cauldron. And that's why they couldn't, like, use the cauldron to, like, what? Wait, is it repair the wall or, like, destroy it? Yeah, shatter the wall. So, yeah. Interesting. But also, I wish... Oh, gosh. I wish Nesta and Feyre were closer. Like, I know Nesta cares about Feyre in her own way. She does care about Feyre. But I wish they were closer. And they were just about to have, like, a serious conversation. But then those stupid ravens, like, oh, they were just about to have a conversation because, like, Feyre asked her, like, why do you shut everybody out except Elaine? And it's like, oh, and Nesta was actually going to answer her. Damn it. Yeah, I don't know. I'm really curious about Lucian and Elaine. So, yeah, but also Azriel and Elaine is also kind of interesting as well. But I don't know. I don't know what to make of that. But this bone carver is always sending them on missions, or not missions, but like, you know, whatever. Whatever. Because, you know, the second book, basically after they went to see the bone carver, that was Feyre and the rest of them trying to get like the two halves of the book. And now, what? The bone carver wants the Ouroboros or whatever? He wants that. And I don't know what I just read. It wasn't the Ouroboros and it wasn't the bone carver. It was something else. You know, those ravens that Elaine warned them about. What, they were at that library, I think, and she kept going down. Feyre kept going down, and then that, I don't even know what it was, but that thing or whatever, that entity, Feyre made a bargain with it. So he wants company, and in exchange for that, I'm just gonna say entity because I don't know what to call it. It might have a name, but I'm telling you right now, I completely looked over it. But anyway, you know, in exchange for that thing to like kill those two ravens that were after her, and he's like, close your eyes. Like, oh, so creepy. And mind you, I'm listening to the audiobook, and so like, oh gosh, it's that was so creepy. So one of the queens is still alive. Remember how all the queens turned on that one queen and, you know, she died? Well, apparently she's still alive. Like what? Firebird by day, woman by night, something like that. So yeah, a potential ally for them, and Lucian is gonna go look for her because of his eye. You know, his special eye or whatever allows him to see things or magic or whatever. I fear things have gone to shit. Well, they already kind of were, but like Hybern, I mean, this man is a nuisance. He's just like, they gotta stop him. Well, no shit. I mean, that's what they're trying to do. But he attacked the summer court, and that's, oh no. And now they're on their way to help. The Morgan, the badass warrior, and Feyre are gonna go. I can't believe. Listen, you know, I've grown to like Nesta, but seriously, not Nesta asking the Morgan and Feyre, the curse breaker, what they know of war. I'm in the middle of my chapter. What is it? Chapter 37? Yes, I just started it. I had to stop. I'm scared what's about to happen to Rhys. He's about to go up against the King of Hybern, and by himself. I needed you guys to just know my feelings. I'm nervous. He'll probably be okay. Like literally, if I just continue reading, he'll probably be okay. But I don't know. Nesta worrying about Cassian. Oh my god, love. Oh, so Tamlin is showing up to the meeting. Rhys just quite literally shut Tamlin the hell up. That was well needed. Should actually happen sooner, but yes, well needed. Yeah, Tamlin hates Feyre now, which I suspected, because, right, you know, there's a thin line between love and hate, and, you know, it was inevitable. He was gonna hate her, and clearly Tamlin is losing his mind, which, again, makes sense. His life sucks. But, again, that is of his own doing. But also, Tamlin is so gross. It's so gross. And when I'm reading all of this, I can't help but just also like my mind immediately go back to the first book, and like it's just wow, what a stark fucking difference. Just wow. And all the courts are allied. That sure hell wasn't easy, but yeah, they are all allied. None of them trust Tamlin. That's understandable, but even Feyre and Rhys believe that Tamlin is against the King of Hybern, and that perhaps they did put him a little bit at a disadvantage because now, well, obviously, you know, the Spring Court is in shambles now because, you know, of what Feyre did. So, yeah, but, you know, doesn't change anything. Helion is Lucian's father. Lucian's mother had an affair with Helion, and he doesn't know. Oh my gosh. What is this? What is life? The king of Hybern just used the cauldron to attack the wall. Nesta told them that something was wrong. Something was wrong. She said it, and unfortunately she was right. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know how I really feel. I mean, other than like, this was good. Okay, so secretly Jurian has been on Rhys and Feyre's side the whole time. Interesting. Feyre is gonna go and talk to the Serial to learn Hybern's army, like its real location. I love when Feyre talks to the Serial. It's so interesting. I love the conversation. Bring back the Serial. More cereal. Add it to the list of why I hate Ianthe. She just killed the Serial. You know I like him. Oh, I forgot to mention earlier. Of course Tamlin is still working with Hybern. Of course. I mean, seriously, is he that bitter? Ianthe is dead. The Weaver. That is such a befitting death for her. She so deserves it. I fear things have gotten worse before they get better. The Cauldron lured Elaine out of their camp. So now Elaine is at Hybern. That's unfortunate. Azriel and Feyre made it out. They saved a girl, and they got Elaine out. So that's good. With Tamlin's help. Oh, how cute! Nesta, Feyre, and Elaine are all like lying there together, cuddled. Oh, that's so cute. More? Oh my gosh, I did not see that coming. I was shook. More prefers females, which is why she's never been with Azriel. He's been pining after her for 500 years. Oh my gosh. I did not see that coming. It makes sense. And then I started to feel sad for Mor because she's been hiding herself for what, her whole life? And forever, how old she is. You know she's old. They live forever. She's been hiding herself for 500 years. She's even scared to tell her family, you know, which would, you know, not her awful parents, but, you know, like Azriel, Cassian, Rhys, you know, them, Amren. That was such a shock. And then I felt sad for her because she's been hiding herself. And then the only person that she ever fell in love with that was one of those human queens from a long time ago. But, you know, human, so obviously it didn't work out. And she's been dead for a while. I got teary-eyed when I was, like, reading that, because I was like, oh, Mor. Okay, so Feyre got the Bone Carver and Bryaxes to fight in the war with them, and Rhys got the Weaver. I'm like, okay, so they have a force to be reckoned with, because the three of them, oh yes, so many things. First of all, Miriam and Draken, they haven't been like missing or whatever. Oh god, I forgot what it's called. Is it called the Blythe? I'm sorry. I know, like, I don't know what. Anyway, the magic that they use, like, to keep their city hidden or whatever, where they've been hiding, it worked so good that it kept out friends as well. So that's why Rhys and the rest of them haven't been able to find them. But they've been at Creta the whole time. So yeah, but they came in the last minute to, you know, save them, because yeah, I've been saying it the whole book, like, all shit. Wait, what is it? No, falling apart. Wait, no, all hell. Oh, there you go. All hell is breaking loose. It's just there's a lot of turmoil in this book. I mean, ruins. Yeah, ruins. Everything is in shambles. Elaine, Nesta, and Feyre, their dad has been missing. Like, he didn't make an appearance. I don't think he made an appearance in the second book. And he's just now making an appearance in this book, because you know, when he was mentioned, it's like he's been away somewhere or whatever. But, like, their dad knows that the queens were shady or whatever. And that's where he's been. He's been, like, what? Gathering armies or something or whatever, and he named 3 of his ships after his daughters, the Feyre, the Elaine, and the Nesta. And it's the Nesta, the ship that's in front, that's leading into battle or whatever. Just amazing, amazing, amazing. What's happening? I need to know. Amren, the Cauldron, Feyre. Oh, I forgot to mention earlier the Bone Carver is dead, but it seems that he got what he wanted. Death, I guess. The Weaver's dead, but more importantly, Amren betrayed Feyre. What is happening? I am confused. Of course, I could keep reading, and I will, but I need to say this to you first. And Feyre's like, she's kind of like trapped or whatever, like she can't move or whatever. Oh my god, the king killed their father. Father Archeon is dead. Oh no. Oh no. You know, I think I called him weak. I think I said that when I read the first book. I'm gonna take it back. I'll take it back. What is happening? Okay, listen. I don't know why I'm getting so worked up, because I know A Court of Silver Flames is Cassian and Nessa. I read the back of the book, so I know, but like, why am I, what is happening? Oh no. Cassian's wings, he's barely hanging on. And then he said, what did he say? He said, oh fuck, where is it? He said, I have no regrets in my life but this. That we did not have time. That I did not have time with you, Nesta. And then he kissed her. Oh my god. I'm a mess. Elaine just killed the king with the truth teller that Azriel gave her. That blade or whatever. What? She said, don't you touch my sister. And also, Nesta laid her body on top of Cassian. She was gonna go with him. I'm telling you, oh my gosh, I am so looking forward to their book. Amren is sacrificing herself so they could win the war. But when she frees herself, she's not going to remember them. Oh gosh. And then Varian was begging her, no, please don't. Oh man, this is sad. Then Amren was saying how she didn't know what love was, or she didn't understand it because when she was watching Humans. But then she said to Varian, I think I might have learned it with you though. And that was the last gift. Oh gosh. Refuse to believe Race is dead. Not happening. You cannot convince me. The other High Lords, including Tamlin, gave Rhys the gift of life back. And then Rhys, when he came back from the dead, he's like, you'd be happy to know, no thieving, my powers remain my own. So, yeah, when Tamlin did it, you know, he looked at Feyre and said, be happy, Feyre. So, that was interesting. But Amren came back from the cauldron. Oh gosh, because Rhys asked her, you know, when they were in the oh my god, in the in-between or whatever. So yeah, asked her if she wanted to come back, and I guess she did. Happy to see her. Feyre and Rhys made a bargain with each other, saying, because Feyre said, when they do die, you know, they go together. And Rhys is like, a bargain then. And then she's like, yes. So yeah. Oh, and they were just, flying. The chapter ended with them like flying over Valaris. So that was nice. That was sweet. Okay, hi. So I don't have too much to say. It was a good book. I enjoyed it. I'm gonna give this a solid 4 stars. Definitely heavy on the politics in this book, which makes sense. There was a lot of, you know, they were going to war. There was a lot of battles in this book, which were interesting. I liked reading the battle scenes. And what else? Oh, the King of Hybern is dead. I'm surprised that he died in this book. I thought he would have been the villain throughout the whole series. So I am surprised that he did actually die in this book. But then again, I said the same thing about Amarantha. She died in the first book. So, yeah. But now they have to worry about the queens, because those queens are missing or whatever. So I guess that's going to be their enemy in the upcoming books. Loved Rhys, Feyre, loved all of them, actually.
And yeah, I'm also curious about, I wonder if this is the last that I'll see Tamlin, if it's in this book, or if he's gonna be in the upcoming books. I kind of doubt he'll be in the next one, but well, I'll find out. And I am curious in general what Sarah plans to do with his character, or if that was just it. But yeah, I'm curious about a lot of things, you know? Lucian, Elaine, Azriel, Moore, Amren, Reese, Feyre, the mating bond in general. I'm curious about Lucian's mother and his real father. Yeah, this was a good book. A solid 4 stars. And now, a court of Frost and Starlight. So I'm gonna start this book or novella. I don't know much what to expect. So yeah, I don't know how much I'll like it because think I don't think this is everybody's favorite. I don't know, but we'll see.
Okay, so a few things. I don't. Okay, the Cassian chapter, I liked. I liked that I got to know a little bit about his history more, and the thing with his mom is sad. I mean, they wouldn't even tell him like what happened to her, where she buried, how she died. But what I didn't like about his chapter was that it was in third POV. Now let me explain this actually. I like third person point of view. Third person point of view does not bother me. I like first person point of view, does not bother me. But what bothers me is that if both point of views are in the same book, I don't like that. That bothers me. I don't like that it's like mixed. I don't like that. I don't like that it's like a mix in the same book. What else was I gonna say? Oh, Feyre. Apparently, Faye periods are worse. They get it twice a year, but it's worse, I guess. I liked that. I liked that it was brought up, you know, because obviously this is so far from reality. It's fantasy. But Feyre, who is no longer human, she is a high fae. But yeah, she still gets a period. But of course, it's different than a human period. It's such a normal human thing, but it still wasn't because her periods are different because she's a high fae. It was interesting to read or learn that high faes still get periods or whatever. I don't know. I don't know if I'm explaining myself correctly. Oh well, if I'm not. Can I just say I love the found family. Oh my gosh, and how they all tease each other. So you know Amren is high fae now. She's not whatever the hell she was before. And so, right, obviously, right now, like, she's adjusting and stuff. And so, she literally just said at the dinner table, what did she say? Hold on. Do you know what an inconvenience it is to need to find a place to relieve myself everywhere I go? I cannot. That's so funny. No, because and then Reese responds saying, "Shall we start building a public toilets for you throughout Polaris?" That's so funny. Also, what is going on with Nesta? She is completely distancing herself from everybody, which that would be normal. But the fact that she's also doing it to Elaine is definitely not like her, and that is weird. Cassian and Nesta. I would say so far, the most important thing that's happened in this book is the setup for Castian and Nesta for the next book, because the tension between them, the longing, oh gosh, I am so gonna enjoy their book. Man, the push and pull, just, I mean, they were like one step closer in the last book because Nesta was prepared to die with him, but then she's cold as ice in this book and she's pushing him away.
Okay, so I finished A Court of Frost and Starlight. It was good. I don't have much to say because, you know, this was, I mean, like, other than what I've been saying, this was a nice little break in between, I guess, intense stuff that happens in the other books. This was just lighthearted. It was quick. It was easy to read. It was fun.
And I'm actually surprised that I enjoyed it as much as I did, because I wasn't really expecting much from this book, just because I knew nothing important could really happen from this book, because what could happen in like what I think was 229 pages? Not a lot can happen. And I also know that this isn't everybody's favorite, so I wasn't really expecting much from it, but I did enjoy it more than I thought I did. So I'm just going to give it a solid 4.
Okay, hi. So I started reading the book this morning. I got it right here, A Court of Silver Flames. So yeah, but I couldn't vlog it because I was getting my hair done, but I did take notes. So I'm just gonna read my notes, and yeah, I'll just do that. So let me see. Nesta spent a lot of Reese and Feyre's money or whatever at the tavern, and that was the last straw. So the book started out with Nesta spending a bunch of money that's not hers. It's from Feyre and Reese's account, and she spent a lot of it at the tavern, and that was basically the last straw. So everybody, Reese, Amren, Feyre, Cassian, they had an intervention, and they basically told her, you're either going to move to the House of Winds now and train with Cassian, or you go back to the human lands. So yeah, and she chose House of Winds. Oh, I wrote, she would still die with him. Okay, I wrote that as a note. She would still die with him. So yeah, I don't know. I remember reading earlier. Anyway, she was thinking to herself how even though, like, you know, she's pushing him away and she's acting one way, she would still be prepared to die with him, you know? And she was like, she doesn't want to think about what that means or whatever, something like that. So yeah. Oh, the first day of training, she refused to train, you know, and she embarrassed Cassian in front of the other Illyrians. So yeah, that was unfortunate. And I remember Nesta has such this inner turmoil, because like she's very complex, because she'll act one way, but then her thoughts or her feelings are contradicting how she's acting. She is very, very interesting. Whoa, what? Interesting. She is very interesting, because while she just sat there being so stubborn and selfish, and yeah, not nice, you know, and she knew what she was doing to Cassie, and she knew that by refusing to train with him in front of those other Illyrians, she knew that she was embarrassing him. And there was a part of her that wanted to like just get up and train with him, because she knew she was being an asshole by not doing it. She knew she was going to embarrass him, but something in her just couldn't do it. So yeah, she's got a lot going on inside. Oh yeah, the bone carver and the weaver, their brother, he's bound by the lake, and he's the one who is keeping Vasa, the firebird. He's the one who's keeping Vasa bound to that curse. So yeah. Oh, also Lucian, Jurian, Vasa, they all live together, band of exiles, as they call themselves. Oh yeah, this was this was kind of funny. So the House of Wind, right, has like 10,000 steps, I believe. Nesta tried to walk down them because she wanted to go to the tavern or whatever, and she can only make it down 100, and then she gave up, but then she ended up walking back up those 100 steps. So yeah, and of course Cassian was there waiting, and he laughed at her. So yeah, which is fair. I mean, if I were him, I would have laughed too. Oh yeah, wait, was this okay? This was a different time, I think. Yes, this was a different time, because I think like it was like after she woke up in the middle of the night and she wanted to go to the tavern again or whatever. And anyway, she ended up falling down the steps, and her inner power or whatever came out. I don't know. Her flame, that's what, okay. I said, because right here it says an inner flame. I don't know. I was trying to figure that out. Flame. An inner flame was lit when she fell down, which is her power, I guess. And her hand was embedded in the stone and it left a mark. So yeah, Interesting. She's also made a friend. She made a friend. Not, I don't think Nesta would call her a friend yet, but Gwen, who works in the library, Gwen has kind of become her friend. So, yeah. And, of course, they made a bargain. So, the bargain was, what, she trains with him for like an hour, and in exchange, he'll grant her whatever she wants. And, interesting enough, unlike Rhys and Feyre, the bargain tattoo for Cassian and Nesta appeared on his back instead of his arm. Interesting. The darkness or whatever that was at the library on the lower levels, the darkness that was calling to Nesta and I guess wanted to eat her or something, which, you know, Nesta also seemed, I think she also seemed intrigued, but Gwen got her out of there and she used an evoking stone to protect them. And Gwen kept telling Nesta, don't look behind you, or whatever. And Nesta was like, well, why? Is the darkness following us or something? And Gwen was like, no, but I can feel it watching us. Okay, and here is the best part. Oh my god. The tension between Cassian and Nesta. Oh my gosh. When they were pressed up against the wall. Hello. When they were pressed up against the wall and he provoked her to show her powers. Oh my gosh. You know, I know, and you know, we know. But adding to Nesta secretly having a soft side, adding to her complexity, she wants to help the other priestesses. So, yeah, she wants to help the other priestesses by them also training just like she is, and getting them outside as well, because the priestesses they're never outside. They only, I guess, like the only time they see outside is through the windows, but they don't actually go outside, and she wants them to also just experience that as well. And so, yeah, that was a very nice thing, and it's very interesting, you know, because obviously a lot of people would not expect that from Nesta, for her to have that kindness, or for her to even consider it, or for her to even genuinely want that for somebody else. I mean, I guess like Elaine, right? I mean, people would expect her to be that kind for Elaine, but like really anybody else? No. So it was definitely interesting to see, and I like it, and I'm curious to see where it'll go, because so far no priestesses have agreed to go because they're all scared, but I figured eventually like one or two of them will, like Gwen. I mean, I feel like Gwen will agree to it eventually. Let's talk about the Archean sisters real quickly. So it seems that Elaine and Feyre are closer, like, because forever it always seems that it was Nessa and Elaine, and Feyre was always the odd one out. But anyway, they are closer now, so there's that. That's good. But now it's kind of, like I said, it's kind of like it's Elaine and Feyre, and Nesta's the odd one out. Which, again, that is by Nesta's choice. She is choosing not to be a part of things, not to spend time with them. It is her choice. But Nesta is struggling. She's got, like I said, she's got a lot of inner turmoil going on, and she doesn't know how to ask for help. And I'm not even sure if she wants to ask for it, because, again, her pride or whatever. So, yeah. And Feyre and Nesta, oh my gosh. I mean, man, it's really hard for them. I really wish they were closer, which maybe they will become closer one day. But yeah, it is really hard for them, because Feyre loves Nesta and she cares about her. And I think Nesta, in her own way, cares about Feyre and loves her. But wow, they just really... Wow, I mean, I don't know. Oil and water, I guess. Now I have seen Elaine, and oh boy, that conversation was not at all pleasant between her and Nesta. Oh god, like when she wants to hurt somebody, she just sticks it to them. She lied and tried to like act like it was Elaine's fault, even though she knew it wasn't Elaine's fault, but she still said it anyway, you know, because all of this is about their father. She's grieving their father. she doesn't know how to ask for help, but she also doesn't know how to allow people to help her, or if she, you know, and how to want it or what. I don't know. It's a whole mess. Nesta's a mess. But oh gosh, the way that she just spoke to Elaine. Oh no, that was awful. Nesta is really, well, she's really hurting. They just kissed. Of course, again, they were arguing, and then because Nesta can't let him win, so in spite, she kissed him. I'm not even done. I need to finish reading. Okay, so like I've been saying, lots of tension. Did do other things, you know, they were pressed up against each other, and oh gosh, Nesta, she gave him a hand job, so there's that. Feyre's pregnant. Ah! Okay, first of all, Nesta has succeeded in getting at least 2 people to join her for training, and she has friends. Her friends are Emery and Gwen, and they're the ones who are also training with her. Okay, so they all learned that Nesta's power is pure death, which is what they've said before, but I guess now it's a confirmation because Nesta had that horrible nightmare that the cauldron was taking her or whatever. So Cassian, Azriel, and Rhys were there, and Rhys confirmed it when he went into her mind. So, and even Rhys looked a little scared. So, yeah, anyway, pure death is her gift. Okay, so Cassian just kissed Nesta to get her out of that scrying that she was doing. Oh my gosh, he was the only one to get her out because, yeah, not even Feyre or Rhys could break through because she had her mind locked up. But Cassian managed to get through and break her out of her scrying by kissing her, and he wasn't scared of the being that he saw. Her power, death itself. Nesta, run! Oh my god, a Kelpie is after her. Oh god. She didn't run. She got frozen in fear, so now she's dragged underwater. The Autumn Court attacked Azriel and Cassian, and somebody shot Azriel's wings. Again. When Nesta was scrying earlier, she found out where... Oh my god, why is my mind blanking on what they need? I know what they need, and yet, oh my god, the word is not coming to me. I know what they need. Anyway, she found it, and that's where Nesta, Cassian, and Azriel are. Ew, I am so disgusted. The Kelpie kissed her? Ew. Okay, Nesta, she's a badass too. I just got the mask. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. She just like summoned the dead in that lake to like kill the Kelpie because death is her power. I was like, wow, that was cool. Good for you, Nesta. She came out of that lake. The dead was bowing to her, and then Azriel did too, and Cassian. What? Oh my god, that was cool. Okay, here's my thing, Amren. I think those 3 swords, if anybody has any entitlement to them, would be Nesta, considering that she made them with her magic or whatever. I don't think they're meant for Rhys or anybody. I think if anybody had entitlement to them, it would be Nesta. So, yeah. And I don't like that Amren is talking about Nesta like she's just a weapon. Which, yeah, with her power, yeah, she's deadly. But, I don't know. I don't like how she's talking about Nesta like she's a weapon. Just a weapon. Well, I fear all hell has broken loose. Nesta found out about the swords and how everyone kept it a secret from her, and they all voted on it, and she got pissed off, which rightfully so. That pissed me off too. But then she took it too far. She told Feyre about the baby, and everybody has been keeping that secret from her. And like, oh gosh, which obviously, you know, I think Feyre had a right to know that, obviously, but obviously the way that she found out was not okay. Oh god, that was so bad. And then Rhys said to Cassian in his deadliest voice or whatever, He said, get Nesta out of the city before I fucking kill her. It's like, oh, that was so good. Oh my god. I mean, it's bad, but oh my gosh, my interest peaked in this chapter. It was so good. Okay. Okay, so the storm has broken. Wait, the storm? No, I think what I wanted to say was the ice has finally thawed. Nesta had a breakdown, and oh my gosh, which may not be surprising to you because I've cried throughout this whole vlog. Unfortunately for me, I cried when I was reading her breakdown because I don't know, it just that, oh man, that she's just a very hurt person. Obviously, she's just very hurt, and her father's death is really, really affecting her. And hearing her break down to Cassian when they're in the mountains and she's finally being vulnerable and she's finally letting him in and letting him know some of her pain and how much her father's death is really just eating her alive, basically. I mean, that was just, it was painful for, obviously it was painful for Nesta, but it was a beautiful moment to read, I would say. So, yeah. And then of course, not even just her father, but she's also, you know, she's realizing how awful she was to Feyre and to Elaine, not just her father, and to Cassian. So, yeah, I don't know. That was really nice to read. It was a nice moment. Nesta and Cassian went down to the prison to get the harp because Nesta saw that the harp was down there, so they went down there, right? But then Brielle, that is not her name. Whatever, you know that queen. You know the queen that I'm talking about. She saw Nesta when she touched the harp, because I guess for some kind of way, it was a portal and they were able to talk. And then that queen kind of like, or was the harp kind of trapped her there for a few minutes or whatever. And then like when she let go, it opened the door to Lanthius. That thing or whatever the hell it is that even Cassian's scared of. And anyway, so Cassian and Lanthius were fighting for a little while, and Nesta was able to kill Lanthius with her sword. Or actually, she's kind of unsure how it died, whether it was from her or the sword or what Cassian did. But anyway, I'm gonna give the credit to her because she definitely has something to do with it, because Lanthius actually was kind of scared of her and saying, what kind of death guard you are? Well, actually, he wasn't that scared of her because he wanted to make Nesta his bride. So, yeah. And then he gave her these illusions of their rule together. Yeah, anyway, he's dead. So, there's that. I do believe I mentioned this earlier, that Nesta and the house have a connection. They talk a lot. It's winter solstice, and the house had a gift for Nesta. It showed Nesta its darkness, and Nesta embraced it and said thank you, you know, because like the whole point was showing that they're the same, you know, and that meant a lot to Nesta. So yeah, I know, that was sweet. Okay, I love reading Nesta just dancing her heart out, giving it her all, you know. Yeah, because she's dancing with Eris right now. It's just a dance, but the way like it's being described makes it seem like it's more than dance, you know? What is going on? Like, okay, first of all, it's frustrating. It's frustrating, but I like it. I admire it, but so it's winter solstice, right? So they're all celebrating together. It's going much better than it did last year for Nesta. She went to Azriel because he's just standing by the door, just watching or whatever. And the two of them had this like moment of understanding or whatever, because Azriel lied saying, oh, the shadows hurt or whatever when he sits by the fire, but that's a lie. Nesta looked in whatever direction Azriel was looking at, and that was the reason why he refused to sit there. Now, tell me why the author didn't say it was Mor or it was Elaine. Guys, I gotta finish, but so I maybe I shouldn't speak too soon, but are they finally like getting together, like beyond just having sex? Because look, this is like the end of the night of winter solstice. And where was it? Oh, yes. Cassian says this. There'll be no one else for either of us. Yes, she whispered. Ever, he promised. Ever, she swore. Are they finally getting together? Like, it seems that they're acknowledging their feelings. Like, hello? Finally. Okay, wait. That was intense. That was intimate. Oh, that was so intimate. Their souls were touching, the light or whatever, entwining or something like that. Like, what? I don't even know what to say. No words. Oh my gosh, that was so good. I guess that's my word. I love that Azriel even got Nesta a gift for winter solstice. Like, I love that she even bonded with him a little bit. And she hugged him. That was so cute. I fear things will potentially go to shit. I don't know. Eris, that alliance might break. I don't know, because he's not happy. He just found out that the Night Court has 2 of the things from the trove or whatever, and now he thinks that, you know, they're going to use it against him and all the other courts or whatever. You know, you get it. So yeah, he's not happy. So now Eris might become an enemy. Okay, something got confirmed to me. I had suspicion when I was reading it earlier, when I was talking about, you know, the night of the solstice when they had sex, and I kept saying that was intimate in their souls or whatever. I had a suspicion that they were mates, because I remember something similarly happened to Rhys and Feyre when they had sex for the first time. So anyway, they are mates. So there you go. I'm happy about that. Not surprised. But of course they got into an argument because, well, they are Cassian and Nesta. But yeah, they got into an argument, and yeah, Nesta freaked out because her saying that they're mates is basically to her giving away her last bit of humanity or whatever. So yeah, anyway, they got in an argument because of that. And Cassian says something that he shouldn't have said. He says shackled, you know, being shackled to her. He didn't mean it, but you know, words in anger. And anyway, which actually, I would say that this is growth on Nesta's part. This has shown that she has grown, okay? Because she said that she was calling in her bargain, and she said, go away until I come to speak to you. So, yeah, whether that be a week or whenever she decides to speak to him again. And I say that that's growth, because she was thinking in her head that he needs to leave before she says something even horrible. Like, hello, that is growth. Like, in the past, hello, earlier in this book, she wouldn't have done that. She just would have said whatever tongue lashing she could have said to somebody to make them hurt. Like, hello, the amount of times that she's done that to Feyre, she's done it to Elaine, to really anybody that's pissed her off. So the fact that she said go away so she doesn't do that, growth. She's made progress. Maybe it wasn't a good thing that Nesta sent Cassian away, because now Illyrian soldiers have stolen Nesta, Gwen, and Emery to participate in the blood rite. So I fear things have gone to shit. Oh no. Well, apparently Cassian and the rest can't even go to the blood rite and save them, because apparently of some stupid law. So, yeah, I don't know, because I guess if they're taken from the blood rite or they don't participate or finish, I don't know, something like that, I guess that gives them a worse fate or something, so they can't even interfere. So, yeah, and now Cassian and Azriel have to go and get Eris because he got kidnapped by Briellen? I don't know, did I finally remember her name? Probably not. But yeah, you know, that queen, that young, hateful queen. So yeah, they gotta go get him. So Eris doesn't end up revealing too much information about the Night Court if he ends up under Briellen's spell or whatever. So yeah. Also, Rhys and Feyre are in trouble with Amren because
that bargain that Feyre and Rhys made, you know, to die together. Nesta, a knife to the groin. Oh my gosh. Wow. Well, what a bad bitch she is. Wow. So Nesta, Emery, and Gwen, they were all separated in different places. I believe Emery was in the north somewhere. Gwen was in the south. I don't remember where Nesta was. But yeah, they put them in different places in the blood right. And Nesta found Emery. And now Emery and Nesta are gonna go find Gwen. And yeah, Nesta found Emery. She saved her just in time because it looked like, you know, like Emery was in like this water or whatever and she was unconscious. So, you know, she was very close to death. But hey, she found her just on time. And then there was this guy who helped shelter them for the night. Well, they both sheltered under the same place. Like, he actually gave her good advice and he had no interest in killing either one of them. So yeah, and now they're gonna go find Gwen. They found Gwen, but Gwen saved them, so all is good now. Well, no, never mind. That is definitely not true. They still got 4 more days left. I'm getting ahead of myself. Eris betrayed the Night Court. So surprising. And right now he's currently got one of those daggers or whatever that Nesta made. He's got one of those daggers pointed at Cassian, his rib specifically. So yeah. But anyway, moving on to Nesta and Emery and Gwen. First of all, I love their friendship. It's just, I'll talk about this more about Nesta's character when I finish this book, but I just love, Nesta's got a soft side, okay? I'll just say that. And it's shown very much with her friends. So yeah. And yeah, I don't know, like quite literally, her friends, you know, her and her friends, ride or die. Quite literally. They are all climbing Remiel, that mountain that Cassian, Azriel, and Rhys climbed many years ago, and that a lot of people have not been successful in. I think Cassian said that only 13 people have been able to do it successfully. I think. I'm not sure on that. I could be wrong, but I think that's what he said. So anyway, that's what the 3 of them are attempting right now. And also, all those 10,000 steps that Nesta has been working on for this entire book paid off because, you know, she was able to succeed in those 10,000 steps, walking them down and up. Like, girl, how the fuck? Like, what? Anyway, all that endurance, it paid off because now, you know, she's because Gwen got injured, she has Gwen on her back while she's climbing the mountain and Emery's beside her. And I don't know, something happened, like maybe like she lost her footing or something, but anyway, her and Gwen ended up falling, and that put them closer to that awful guy who's Emery's cousin and his group of friends, I guess. So yeah, and Nessa's like, you know what, you and Emery go, I'll stay and fight them off because both of you are too injured to fight them, but I'll fight them, you two go. And Gwen is like, no, I'll face it with you together, right? So she's basically saying like, we'll just die together. And Nesta pretends to agree, but somehow she ended up like making Gwen go unconscious. So yeah, without Gwen knowing that she was about to do that. Like, she hugged her, and then, I don't know, anyway. So yeah, and then she had Emery take Gwen with her. And so, yeah, I don't know. And then she's like, you know, Emery was like, come with us. But she's like, no, okay, consider this my debt paid. And she's like, debt for what? For being my friend. It's like, oh, that stuff. Anyway, yeah, oh, gosh, amazing. This Nesta is a hell of a lot different from the Nesta that we met in the first book. You know, the Nesta that wouldn't even bother fighting for Feyre when Tamlin came to the house, you know? And Nesta didn't bother to even try to take Feyre's place. Wow, how times have changed. Where I left off with Cassian. Oh no. The crown is on him. And whatever his name is, Koche? The bone carver and the weaver's brother. Yeah, he's there. So that's not good. And Nesta is fighting Emery's cousin hand-to-hand combat, and he's like, did you really think you could beat me? And then Nesta said, yes, because my mate taught me well. Oh my god, I love it. But real quick, I was like, yes, Cassian came and saved Nesta at the last minute. But then he's like, and now I'm going to slit your pretty little throat. Like, what? I mean, good, he's got the crown on him, so he's possessed. But like, what? So this hateful queen is trying to get Cassian to kill Nesta, and basically it's like he loves her so much that he's fighting it, and he's trying to put the dagger towards his heart instead of driving it into hers. Like, and it's what was it? Oh, this paragraph was also saying how like Cassian has loved her since the moment he first saw her, and then it's like Nesta loved him, like that was repeating. I was like, oh my god. But anyway, just as he was about to put the dagger in his own heart, then it says, Nesta erupted with the force of the cauldron. So, there you go. Her powers are back. And I'm going to resume my chapter. Stop interrupting me.
Well, she just killed the queen. Good. Oh no. By the way, Emery and Gwen, they succeeded or whatever, right? So yeah. Nesta succeeded too, but in a different way. So, yeah. But the chapter just ended saying something's wrong with Feyre. So, yeah. Oh no, things are not good. Feyre is dying, and then of course that would mean Rhys would be dying too because it's her bargain. And the baby's also dying. Oh gosh, oh hell, oh no, this is not good. What is happening? Obviously I know that it's gonna work out, but what? The baby is not breathing. Okay, first of all, do you know what this reminds me of? Have you ever seen House of the Dragon? The first episode, Viserys and his wife Emma. Do you know what I'm talking about? Do you know? Obviously, it's different. It's different, okay? It's different. But yeah, I don't know. This reminds me of that. Okay, Nesta. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh my gosh. She's about to save Feyre. She's got the harp. She's got, what else she's got? She's got the mask. She's got something else. Oh, does she also have the crown? I think she's also got the crown. Oh my gosh, you guys. And like no one has been able to wield all three except her. You guys, something was different when these Archie sisters were born. I don't know, like they're just different, okay? Oh my gosh, Nesta finally admitted that she loves Feyre. She made a bargain with the cauldron herself so she could save Feyre and the baby. She said she would give her powers back to the cauldron if the cauldron or whatever, like if Feyre lived in the baby. Like, oh god. And then when Feyre woke up, she looked at Nesta and said, I love you too. And then the ice has finally thawed between her and Rhys because he dropped to his knees in gratitude and said thank you, and she hugged him. They hugged. Rhys and Nesta. Oh my gosh. Fucking amazing.
Okay, so a funny thing happened. I am filming this 2 weeks later. It's been 2 weeks since I last made that update about, I don't remember. I think I was talking about Feyre's baby. So yeah, let me explain myself. I finished the book. I finished it that same night when I was making updates, and then the next morning I talked about whatever else was at the end of the book, and then I made the wrap up for the entire series. I did do that. Here's why I'm doing it 2 weeks later, because that next morning was the same day that I was going back to school, and I kid you not, it was literally when I got back to my dorm room and I was all settled in, I checked those 2 videos that I made and they recorded without audio. So anyway, here we are 2 weeks later. So if I leave something out that maybe you wanted me to bring up, well, that's unfortunate for you. It's been 2 weeks. So life has happened in those 2 weeks. I started school. It's a new quarter. I've read other books since then. So quite possible I will leave something out that I brought up 2 weeks ago. Oh well, who knows what I said? I don't remember everything that I said. Anyway, okay, so let's talk about Nesta saved Feyre's life and her baby's life, and also ultimately Reese's life too, because Reese and Feyre made that bargain. So anyway, she saved all of their lives. That's amazing. I remember, I talked a lot about Nesta's character development in this book. I believe I said that her character development was my favorite thing about this book. I think I said that. Well, it was. Her character development was by far like one of my favorite things about this book. Like, I just loved seeing her struggle. I loved seeing like her inner turmoil and like just like getting to know her better, seeing her thoughts, feelings, and then like what she wants to do versus what she actually does, and then seeing the growth. I loved that she made friends with Emery and fuck, what's the other one's name? See? It's been 2 weeks. I forgot. Oh well, I'm glad that she made friends with them. I loved seeing her friendship with them. And of course, her and Cassian. I loved that. I loved seeing them get closer and just yeah, there was just a lot of things about this book that I really did enjoy. And of course, Nesta and Feyre, because like since like the first book, I was like, okay, why are these two not close? Like, why is Nesta closer to Elaine than she is with Feyre? Because obviously Nesta does care about Feyre in her own way, but I don't know, but like she definitely cares about Elaine a lot more. So I was just like wondering, like, why can't these two, I mean, like, not only like be sisters, I mean, they are sisters, but why can't these two be friends? Because they weren't friends. But seeing them at the end of this book, like, I just loved it because Nesta said, I love you, Feyre. And Feyre said it back. And I was like, I was so happy. That made me so, 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 so happy. Also, wait, Reese and Nesta, they're no longer beefing. Reese has literally gave the House of Winds to Nesta, and now he's giving her gifts and everything. Like, they're no longer enemies. Yes, I love that. I love that. I love that. I love that. So now Nesta is a part of the family because like she always felt like an outsider, which in turn she did do that to herself because she was like choosing not to like hang out with the rest of them. But now she is a part of the family, like aside from like just being friends with, I mean, not friends, I'm being sisters with Feyre and Elaine, but now it's just like family with all of them. So yeah. And the ending, I believe it was the last chapter or the last two chapters, I absolutely adored because Feyre, Nesta, and Elaine, they all went to where their father is buried. And I loved that chapter so much because just to see, because like Nesta struggles so much through the entirety of this book with her father's death. And so then for the book to end with Nesta getting closure, and I think acceptance and just like leaving the book on a better note and having like more closure, I guess, when it comes to her father's death. It was amazing to read. I loved it. I absolutely loved the ending. And then of course, okay, this stayed in my mind for a few days after I finished the book because I don't know why. It's so simple, but I loved it because their Nesta is like feeling better about her father, finally, having gratitude, I think starting to accept it, having some closure, and yeah, just having like finally like these are probably like the best emotions that she felt about her father for a long time. And then like she looks up and there's Cassian right there watching her. And that ending, I don't know why, it just stuck with me so much because there Cassian is up there in the sky watching her and she's watching him and it's like she's like, that's my mate or whatever. Like, oh my god. They are mates. I loved it. This book was very good. I enjoyed it, but I'll just give it a solid 4 stars. Okay, and with that being said, I finished ACOTAR 2 weeks ago, but I finished it. So yeah, okay, here they are. Yes, here they are. Okay. So this series was very good. I enjoyed it. I will say it's not an all-time favorite series, but I really did enjoy it. Like, I would totally reread it. I enjoyed all the books, all of them, and I'm excited for well, I don't know when the next books are going to come out. Hopefully soon. Very grateful for this series. It brought me out of my reading slump. I love this series. Oh, can we also acknowledge that I cried a lot throughout this vlog, and you saw me in my bonnet a lot, in my pajamas. You got to know me better. Anyway, this was my first vlog for this channel. Wish me luck with editing. I fear it's going to be a nightmare. So we'll see when I get this video out. I want to get it out as soon as possible, but we'll see. Wish me luck. Thank you for watching. Oh my gosh, if you watched all of it, you are amazing. You are amazing. So thank you so much for being here, and I hope you enjoyed watching me read this series for the first time. So yeah, and whenever the other books come out in the future, I will vlog those as well. So yeah, thank you for being here. Bye.